Thank you for this. It was so much fun. I had such a great time last night at the premiere, and really a lot of fun. And did you guys, when you even started with Despicable Me, even think that there was going to be a spin-off with the Minions?
No, that's it. No. The idea behind the Minions is like, it's one of those things that happen out of sheer luck. The concept of Despicable Me, the first one, was all about this evil guy becoming good. And out of an extension of that, we said like, oh, well, he's a James Bond type of villain, so he's got to have this army of like background characters pushing missiles around in a cave. And so the scriptwriters had them like depicted as big, strong, muscular guys. And truth is, we didn't have the money to do that. And so we turned to Eric Guillon, the head designer, and he actually fleshed out the fact that very intellectual guy. He said, well, they're workers, and let's make them small so that we can have like many, and Gru would be superior to them. Let's have them small, wear overalls, they're workers, and have them wear goggles, because just to give them that they work in a cave all the time, so the subterranean type of thing. And so they came about, and then when we animated the first scene, which they were only supposed to be part of, we realized that, oh man, these guys have great potential, are funny, are cute, are dumb, have all these human qualities, I would say, that make them like very appealing. And then we started like, with Chris Renaud, we started like having ideas for scenes here and there, and then that's when, you know, everything got out of hand.
So why do you think we've connected with them so much? I mean, they are so popular.
Yeah, the popularity was never really anticipated on this level. So I think it's not something that could have been planned. So when we think about like, what is it that's working about the Minions with, you know, how they connect with people, I guess the general theory is that, you know, they're very relatable characters. You know, you can't, they're not humans, you know, so you can have a little bit of distance from them. But they're very, you know, childlike and kind of immature, a little bit mean to one another sometimes. But ultimately, they're really innocent, and all they want to do is serve an evil master, which is kind of ironic.
Exactly. Okay, now I have to ask you, because, you know, you do the voices of Bob, Stuart, Kevin, anybody else? Or all of them? All of them?
All the background characters,
all the
too.
Minions. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I completely get what they're saying. I totally get it. I understand what they're saying. But how did you come up with the gibberish language? Because I heard a couple of Hebrew words in there. Like, okay, I caught that. Shana Tova, Mazel Tov. Like, I caught a few of them. But how do you come up with this language?
Well, I got to give a brief history. On the first Despicable Me, it was just all gibberish. A couple of English words, maybe slightly deformed, so that it meant something. Despicable Me 2 was another set of challenges, because the Minions were part of that central storyline. They were, you know, kidnapped by this El Macho evil guy and stuff, and so they became like more and more important. And I had to nourish their vocabulary a little bit more. And the way to nourish them was actually to go to lunch and to steal menus from Indian menus and say like, oh, tikka masala, that's a nice thing. That could be a nice Minion word. And then for the third one, this mixture of different words actually made sense, since we're establishing that these guys have been around forever and have lived all over the world serving these different masters. So it would make sense to have them say like a couple of like different words from each country. And so this is how the melting pot of their language came about. And how you understand them is actually just the magic of inflection and acting, I would say, to say like, okay, well, this guy seems pissed because he's delivered like in an angry way.
It completely works. And quickly, just bringing on Sandra Bullock. Like, how did you get the evil out of Sandra Bullock?
Well, that was the tricky part, because everyone knows her to be, you know, very sweet and adoring, which is a big part of why we needed her to be this villain, because we didn't want to have just like a straight up, you know, evil villain. We wanted something like really appealing and sweet, so that when she did get mean, you know, we'd have a place to go to. But basically, I think, you know, maybe Pierre just really frustrated her a lot, and she like brought out the rage. So.
I'm not sure I was liked very much. But I was hiding behind my French thing. It's like, he's French, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Comes with the territory. Yeah. Well, no, this is fabulous. And families are just going to eat this up. It's so much fun. Great job, and congratulations with it. It's just great job. Thank you.